thing your colleague can do is call me a doctor. That is the best thing he can do.
A drama played out in Meru on Friday afternoon after over 20 plainclothes DCI officers stormed the town in a high-speed convoy of Subaru vehicles. Their mission was clear: arrest Hiram Kimathi, a former police officer and now the third known face of the controversial FBI movement that has rattled the country's security circle and sent shockwaves to the highest levels of power.
So Kipchumba, I want to tell you this morning, that position that Kimathi used to hold. Chukua kijana yako peleka Todonyan. Ama uzae afike inji yangu, umpeleke huko Todonyan. And I'm saying this without any fear of anything.
Kimathi, who was interdicted from the police service under unclear circumstances, is part of a fast-growing underground outfit made up of ex-police and ex-military personnel. The group, calling itself FBI, short for Fighters for Brutality Independence, claims to be fighting against police brutality and what they term as systematic oppression within the state's security ranks.
Nadhani National Police Service haiwezi nifuta kazi kwa sababu ya kusimama na rights za kibinadamu ama kukataa kukiuka katiba yetu ambayo tumepatiwa na Wanakenya. Nikipoteza kazi ni sawa tu. Hiyo hata mimi nimekubali. Because already the moment
you see it coming, eh?
I see it coming.
Okay.
It may come today or tomorrow.
Ni muda tu.
Unaona? Lakini nikipoteza ile kazi pia nitashukuru Mwenyezi Mungu. Kwa sababu hiyo miaka yote nimekuwa kwa.
This movement came into the public eye barely a week ago after viral clips circulated online showing a group of disgruntled former officers addressing issues of extrajudicial killing, unfair dismissals, and internal rot in the police service. It was only a matter of time before the state responded, and it did, fast and forcefully.
Because 100%. If you have to give me a transfer, it should not be out of malice. It should be a transfer that is very genuine. Transfer at least 100 police officers in the country, and I will be within the 100 police officers. So 100% I would think it is on good faith. But transferring me from Chumbi police station to Todonyan, in my case, it is out of malice. It is because I've spoken out. There is nothing big about what.
The arrest of Kimathi marks the third major crackdown on the movement. Already, Patrick Soy, an ex-KDF officer believed to be the mastermind of the group, was picked up early this week, along with another figure known only as Cop SHAKUR. Both are currently being held in custody, OSOI at Central Police Station and SHAKUR at PANGANI, as investigations continue.
I am a man on a vision. Niliona siku ingine time ya kampeni watu wengine wakilia juu ya magari. Usiue watoto yangu. Usifanyie watoto yangu nini? Addressing to the former President Uhuru Kenyatta. And he didn't touch you. He was not even concerned about that. Today now, you are killing us late, left and center. And the last person you want to kill and eliminate is Hiram Kimathi. What have I done to you to deserve death? Let me ask you when I'm alive. What have I done to you? So, my simple response to you.
But the way Kimathi was arrested speaks volume about the level of threat the state now attaches to the movement. Deploying more than 20 DCI officers, equipped and organized like they were raiding a terror cell, signals panic. It also exposes the growing unease in President William Ruto's administration as pressure builds across multiple fronts, politically, socially, and institutionally.
So mtu ambaye anaenda kuchoma biashara ya mtu mwingine, mtu ambaye anachukua moto anaenda kuchoma biashara ya mtu, anaenda kuchoma mali ya watu wengine, mtu kama huyo apigwe risasi miguu, aende hospitali, akienda kotini. Yes. Wasimuue lakini wapige hii miguu ivunjike ndio aende kotini, aende hospitali, akienda kotini. Hapana.
The tension in the country is thick, the ruling coalition is fractured, unemployment is biting, disillusionment is at an all-time high among young people, and within the police service, murmurs of dissatisfaction and desertion are no longer whispers, they are loud, open, and increasingly impossible to ignore.
What does that mean? If you have lost a person on the street, what does that mean? That is excessive force, as simple as that. And you need to take responsibility. Take responsibility then and see what you can do, what other measures you can do in the next mandamano that will make sure there is no loss of life.
The rise of the FBI movement, though still relatively small, is not happening in a vacuum. It is forming in a political climate that is both charged and fragile. There is a growing sense among former and serving officers that they have been used, dumped and left to rot. Some of them, like Kimathi and OSOI, have decided to speak up, and it appears the system is now determined to shut them down by force.
Come to remind ourselves, when we were taught in college, we were taught tulifunzwa hii bunduki ni ya kuprotect life ya mwananchi, ni ya kuprotect Mkenya, si ya kuua mtoto.
President William Ruto's government is walking a tightrope. While his administration wants to appear tough on internal dissent, the optics of silencing ex-officers who are speaking about police brutality are politically risky, especially at a time when opposition figures and civil society groups are closely watching his every move. The use of overwhelming police force to arrest individuals who have so far only spoken, not acted violently, reveals a strategy focused more on control than conversation. But if recent history is anything to go by, suppressing dissent without addressing the root cause only delays the explosion. Monday is expected to be tense as Kimathi appears in court. Behind the scenes, State House operatives are reportedly working to contain the fallout, knowing too well that the FBI movement, though still in its infancy, could spark something bigger, especially if more disgruntled officers start joining or sympathizing with the cause.
Make laws that pays police officers good money in those forward areas. Pay them good amount of money in terms of their remuneration and their hardship allowance. And they will fit in those environments so well. Give them the best mobility, give them good medical covers. They will fit so well in those areas.
Sources within security circles have hinted that more arrests could follow, with surveillance being extended to other counties like Kisii, Nairobi and Nakuru, where similar sentiments have started to emerge. As the 2027 elections slowly inch closer, Ruto is facing a serious dilemma. The political heat from Raila Odinga's camp, growing isolation from key Mount Kenya allies, and a restless public make the emergence of such a movement a potentially explosive ingredient in Kenya's already boiling pot of unrest. For now, the arrests may have disrupted the FBI's momentum, but they have also put a spotlight on something deeper, a ticking time bomb of resentment, fear and anger within the very forces meant to protect the country. The question now is not whether more arrests will happen, it's whether the state is ready for what could come next if the cries of these former officers continue to fall on deaf ears.
So Kipchumba, I want to tell you this morning, that position that Kimathi used to hold. Chukua kijana yako peleka Todonyan.